Well, here we are again. And the van started sputtering and carrying on. All right, Jorge's going on the truck. See ya, Jorge. So he's in a little bit of a pickle. We're texting back and forth. This is an amazing canyon. Well, here we are at the base of Aconcagua. Look at all these motorcycles. Where the heck are we? Why would I want to camp next to a noisy airport? Because somebody special is coming. Daddy-daughter Rio Claro time.
It is just Dad and I, so we have no idea where we're going. Dreams do come true. We're at the Rio Claro.
Okay, here's an update. George has made it to San Juan on the tow truck last night. He slept in his van. They worked on it all day today, and supposedly they fixed it. We just got a couple of text messages from him, but there's one new problem. He has no way of paying them. He had just like $40 in Argentinian money, and it actually cost us $10 to get $40 out of the ATM, which we kind of decided at that point we're going to have an emergency $40, but the rest of it we're going to try to do on debit card. And luckily, debit cards are very accepted here in Argentina. But there's one big but to that. George has now gotten his van fixed. We don't know what has exactly happened, but he told us that they fixed it, and he's having an incredibly hard time paying the people. Their credit card machine won't take any of his credit cards. He tried to do a wire transfer from his bank. Their bank wouldn't take that. He tried to get cash out of the ATMs. The ATMs are the same thing. They're only giving him $40 at a time, and I think he needs somewhere close to $1,500 to pay the mechanic. So he's in a little bit of a pickle. We're texting back and forth, but he's gonna figure it out. We'll rendezvous back up with George soon. But I wanted to show you where we are right now, because this is an amazing canyon. It's kind of west of the little village of Burrell. There's rock climbing, there's kayaking. There are still these terrible little flies that if I stop moving, they just attack my face and try to crawl in my ears and go up my nose. About had enough of those guys. But this is a beautiful place nonetheless. We're gonna hang out here and keep driving towards Santiago, because somebody special is coming in about 4 days, and we got to be there to pick her up at the airport. So anyway, let's play a little music. I'm going to show you where we are. This place is beautiful. Well, here we are at the base of Aconcagua. This is the highest peak in South America. It's pretty cool to be here. It's a place I've dreamt of climbing and read a lot about and had friends who have been up there, but it's neat to see it with my own eyes. All right, we were just told that this is the check into Argentina, not the check out of Argentina. So we have to go 23 more K down the road, where we're gonna do, I guess, check into Chile and out of Argentina all at the same place. All right, another border crossing. This time we're leaving Argentina, going to Chile. Wow, what a border. This looks a lot like an airport, more than a land border. We're back in the van. That was a little just confusing. Everybody was super friendly, super polite. They did a very thorough agriculture check. They took a lot of our grains that they weren't interested in last time. They obviously took our apples and potatoes and stuff, and we knew they were gonna take those. But we're through. It was a little confusing because basically both borders are handled in one place. So we weren't quite sure if we were getting stamped out of Argentina and we're getting stamped into Chile, and then with the tips and all, that was a little weird. We had two people that really helped us out and helped us figure out what was going on, and I think we're set. Oh, look at those beautiful mountains. All right, we are back in Chile. Good morning, Santiago, Chile. Where the heck are we? Well, I'm gonna tell you. We are parked at the Santiago airport. Why would I want to camp next to a noisy airport? Yes, it's the day Abby's coming in. She's coming back to South America. We haven't seen her since we were in Ecuador, and she just landed. And we are gonna go pick her up here in just a second at the terminal. And then she's gonna be here for 5 weeks, and we are going kayaking on some of the best rivers in the world. So we're gonna pack up here and drive over to the terminal, and I'm gonna go in and help Abby get her kayak and all of her gear back to the van so we can go kayaking. All right, I'm in the Santiago airport and I'm waiting for Abby to pop out of the magic door. Let's see how this goes. Hey you, how you doing?
Hi.
Hi, you. How are you doing? Are you stressed?
A little bit. They lost my bags.
Oh no. How many?
2.
2 bags.
One of them was gate checked, so I don't even know how they lost it. I specifically told them to send it to Chile when I gate checked it, and they said yes.
Well, you got the important stuff. You have a kayak and a paddle. All right, Kathy's here with the van. We got to load the boat. Then we got to go back in and see if we can figure out where Abby's bags are and how to get them. All right, Abby's boat is on the roof. All right, we're gonna go back into the airport and figure out where Abby's bags are and how to get them. All right, we've been waiting about an hour for the American Airlines office here to open up. There's no one here. We were told that someone would be here at 10. It's a little past 10 now. No one is in sight. We've tried to call the phone number on the American Airlines website and the one that's on Abby's bag tracking app, and it just rings busy. No one will answer. This is really poor customer service on American Airlines' part. We're just hoping we get a plan to get her bags. It should be on the next plane here, I would think, but we don't really know anything because we can't get a hold of anyone or talk to anyone. So I guess we're gonna hang out here at the office a little longer and hopefully someone will show up who can give us some information. Okay, that took 3 hours, but we finally got a hold of the people at the American counter, and they are gonna get Abby's bag on the next flight here, which isn't gonna be until tomorrow at 8 a.m. And so we've gotta come back to the airport and pick it up, and then we do what we're gonna do today. Okay, it's 24 hours later. We just went to the airport. Abby got her bags. They got on the next plane, and now we are off to go explore Siete-Tazas National Park, which has some of the best rivers to kayak in the whole world. All right, here we go. Daddy-daughter Rio Claro time. I think we've both been dreaming about this one for a long time. This is gonna be really cool. Can't wait.
We are hiking into the Rio Claro. It is just Dad and I, so we have no idea where we're going. But hopefully we don't get too lost or eaten by tarantulas. There are tarantulas here. I saw a baby one, wasn't that stoked on it. I'm not really the biggest fan of spiders. We're trying to figure out where to go. We found the takeout. Dreams do come true. We're at the Rio Claro. We finally found the right trail. We got to the steep bits. We've been doing the ropes. My boat's right here. I'm like jammed between my boat and this tree. Got it?
Got it. If it was on that road.
The whole hike in was about half a mile. It took us an hour with the ropes. We made it down to the water. We are about to paddle the Rio Claro. Just got back from paddling the Siete-Tazas on the Rio Claro for the very first time. It was absolutely amazing. What an epic day of kayaking.
What a great run that was. It was just the most beautiful basalt canyon with the cleanest waterfalls, with the greenest, bluest, clearest water. And we're a little tired, but I'm so glad we did it. It was a beautiful run. And boy, I'm just looking forward to more paddling in Chile. All right, we're about to put on the 22 waterfall section. Super magnificent in there. I can't wait. so pretty. We just finished an epic day on the Rio Claro. We did the 22 waterfalls section. Wow, it was amazing. It was one of the most magnificent places I have ever paddled a kayak through, for sure. I can't think of anywhere other than maybe the Grand Canyon that took my breath away like that place. I want to do a huge shout out thanks to Lane, my friend from Belgium, and Jasper, my new friend, who is from the Netherlands. These guys are gold, and it was so fun to paddle with them. Thank you guys. You guys really helped us have a great time today, and we really appreciate your knowledge and showing us down this new section of the Rio Claro. This has been awesome here. Chile is a kayaking mecca. We're so glad to be here, and we are just getting started. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you wouldn't mind, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. It does make a big difference. It helps our channel grow. Also, I want to thank our patrons. These guys right here are the ones that keep us out here doing this. Thank you so much. If you want to learn more about Famagogo and you want to get the inside scoop and have access to some of the things that we publish just strictly on Patreon, go over to our Patreon, check it out. There's a link here and down below in the description. We'd love to have you as a part of our Patreon family. All right, we're gonna go change into dry clothes, get warm, and probably head to our next river tomorrow. So thank you, Rio Claro. Thank you, Chile. And we'll see you next week. Till then, I hope I see you somewhere over the horizon. Take care, guys. We're out of here.